Justin, I'm not a hero.
I've always said that about you, Griffin.
I've done some shit I'm not proud of.
Yep.
I've done shit I'm proud of too, but like winning the blue ribbon at the Cabell County Pie Eating Championship.
Not a real thing you did.
Not a real thing I did, but I've done more things that I'm ashamed of.
Yeah, way more.
Like murder hundreds and hundreds of people while playing the video game Not a Hero.
That looks like the Jesus from Big Lebowski.
That's ironic that you say that, because this character's name is Jesus. He's very fast, and he shoots quickly. Not a Hero is the next game from Roll7, the developer of Ollie Ollie, and the recently released totally awesome Ollie Ollie 2. Only this game isn't about skateboarding as much as it is about murder and more murder. Just so much, oh my god, all of the murder that could possibly be done.
Wouldn't it be cool if you got a skateboard at one point and it's like, yes.
Boom. How about that? 360,
Whoa.
360 kickflip out the window into the van door. Not a Hero is a game about, it is a cover-based shooter. You can see whenever I get behind an object and turn gray, I am invincible for that time, and I can slide between cover points.
Can nothing get to you when you're in cover?
If an enemy touches you, they'll punch you out of cover and knock you back. Yeah, so you got to be careful of that. Enemies will also take cover. Really, the trick to the game is sliding when you are not being shot at, so you can get close to an enemy, because when you're close to an enemy, you can do a critical hit and kill them in one shot. Cletus, the character I'm playing as now, uses a shotgun that can actually kill things pretty easily from far away too, but he reloads very, very slow. And sometimes that's an issue, because in this level, you can see each level you have 3 objectives. In this level, I have 100 seconds to beat the whole thing. So having a character that has to like stop and reload every like few seconds is not going to work for me here. But yeah, there's several different playable characters, each with their own sort of special qualities. Jesus, for example, moves very, very quickly, but he's very inaccurate, so you have to really like get up on an enemy if you want to take him out. There I just used a nail bomb. There are special weapons you can find throughout the map, and randomized power-ups for your weapons, like things like speed reloading or a power-up that turns your bullets into a missile. But you never know when you're going to get those. They're totally random. And yeah,
what's that thing there? The little yellow crayon with the blue tip?
I don't know, because I didn't read it fast enough. Okay. If only you had asked me seconds before, I could have told you. This character's neat. She can run and shoot and run and reload at the same time. So also one of the cool things about the game is you can go through windows, and sometimes you can use that to get ahead of the game a little bit. Like here I'm chasing this guy down, so I just jumped through a bunch of windows and got ahead of him and killed him. There's some like navigational puzzle stuff in the game, because some missions like you have to kill everybody, but the only way you can do it is if you jump through the right sequence of windows. Here I'm just using the window jumping to beat this level in about like 20 seconds or so, which is pretty rewarding. It's an interesting like mishmash of ideas. I've been playing it though for like a couple hours, and it hasn't quite clicked for me in the way that Ollie Ollie did. Which is to say, like, Ollie Ollie clicked for me almost instantly. Even though that game is, like, really hard, it has a very steep learning curve. Like, you kind of get the idea of it pretty quickly.
Right.
And Not a Hero, all that I've played so far, like, I still feel like I'm not doing a very good job. Even when I can, like, complete all the objectives, which...
Let me tell you, Griff, as an outside observer, like, what you're doing looks pretty sick to me.
Okay, good.
This looks cool. Like, maybe you're doing cool stuff. I don't know. Maybe
I'm just being neurotic. But yeah, like it's sort of the same idea as Ollie Ollie. Not that you're skateboarding, but like there's very few mechanics. There's like shooting, sliding, cover, reload, special weapons. But the game like combines those mechanics like and requires you to use them very, very skillfully. Especially later on, I've started getting to missions that take like a really long time to complete, and the objectives can be like really punishing. Like there will be hostages in the levels, and you're not supposed to kill any of them, and that's really hard, especially when you're playing as like the Jesus, for instance, because he his shots go all over the place. Sometimes like you'll get in a really long mission and only have like 90 seconds to beat it, and it's I don't know how you do it yet. So like I still feel like there's like a part of the game which I'm missing, and maybe I just like haven't figured it out yet because I haven't been playing for long enough. But yeah, like I don't know when it does connect, sort of in the same way that like when you pull off a full level combo in Ollie Ollie and you feel like the goddamn king of skateboarding forever. I've had moments like that in this, but I would say maybe not as many. Maybe I'm just like not good at the murder.
Maybe you're too hard on yourself, really, Griffin. It looks awesome, okay? You're sliding around, you're doing backflips, you're shooting people rampantly with very little time. I would say the one, if I could make one note, very little time for questioning them or giving them a chance to back off or come on out with your hands up.
Yeah, well, I'm not a cop. And I'm not a hero.
Well,
I'm a
right?
shooter, and now this rabbit is just gonna kill him like 3 ways to Sunday.
Yeah.
That is the
loaf of bread. Watch that baguette.
He's running for mayor, that rabbit, and you are helping him raise his approval rating by cleaning up the streets.
God, with one Snapchat, you could bring that cat's campaign down right now. That's a lot of power.
Is it just a Snapchat of him being a rabbit and being like rabbits can't be president? Silly rabbit. Silly rabbit. Political offices are for, well, adults.
Adults. I mean, not for kids, certainly.
Here things get a little hardline.
Right.
Which, again, probably not going to win over many voters. Murdering SWAT team members.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's not a good look. You ever seen Bloomberg flipping around killing cops?
There's also some like cool ways of getting around using like the weapon mechanics. Like you can, Jesus has a really cool. He can execute enemies after he slide tackles them, and just keep moving and like jump over them and shoot them. But also like that, explosions can knock you backwards, which are used to get to that door really quickly. Again, like I think it's one of those things where I'm still figuring out how to do dope
that
shit
thing, the yellow thing with the blue tip.
Oh, it's a magic bullet. I don't know. Lasers. I don't know. There's lasers in the game. They're pretty sick. Anyway, this is not a hero. It's an early build, but it will be out later this year.
Okay.